So on this thumb drive, I had Todd Robinson's offshore bank accounts. I had Thelma Aldana's offshore bank accounts. And these are, State Department employees. You're talking about when Todd Robinson started, his salary was probably 50,000 a year, maybe 70,000 a year. Maybe even when he left, it was probably $225,000 a year. How does a man like that have millions, and I mean millions of dollars in offshore bank accounts? Why would you need offshore bank accounts? If you're the top narcotics cop of the world, why do you need offshore bank accounts? If you're Todd Robinson and you're the ambassador of the United States, why do you need offshore bank accounts? Thelma Aldana, the attorney general, and back when she was the attorney general, right? The attorney generals in Guatemala would make like 30 grand a year. And I think they're up to like 50 grand a year now. So it ain't much. It ain't big money, right? Thelma Aldana's offshore bank accounts have millions of dollars in them. Not just offshore bank accounts, she has stock exchange accounts in America. Next thing you know, you got the largest media companies in Guatemala that are under control of USAID. Then they use that media company to amplify the politicians that'll do their bidding, and they use it to attack the politicians that won't do their bidding. So now picture that over a 20-year, 30, 40-year period, that much control, that much power. How many politicians have they installed? Well, let's use Guatemala for an example. They've taken over all 5 seats on the Electoral College. They've taken over most local judges. They've taken over almost 50%, or at least the majority, because they don't have just two parties. They have 3 or 4 parties. So once one party gets 33% of the majority, then they control the voting block for that country, if that makes sense. So we're looking at Guatemala. The only thing left standing at this point, they'd even installed the politician, right? The president of Guatemala, Bernard Alvaro, which you'll see in my next documentary that's coming out in 2 weeks, exactly how they rigged this election and installed Bernard Alvaro. So the only thing left standing is the attorney general of Guatemala. Now, right now, the current president is on a warpath with this attorney general. Our State Department, our CIA, we're all USAID was all on a warpath to take down this attorney general because she's the only one that has the ability to investigate the election fraud. She's the only one with the authority to investigate the child trafficking allegations. And she's the only one that can save that country. If this president is able to remove her from power, you will watch Guatemala collapse and turn into just literally a third world hellhole, probably one of the most deadliest countries in Latin America, probably in less than 6 to 12 months.